Welcome to the Care Agent Leadership Channel's first compilation of leadership tips. In this video, you'll find 5 thematic units of tips. They are, number 1, personal leadership and growth. Number 2, emotional resilience and well-being. Number 3, team leadership and culture. Number 4, mindset and narrative control. And number 5, purpose and impact. We at the Care Agent Leadership Channel really hope these short tips help you make an impact in the world. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Good morning and welcome to the Care Podcast, where we talk sports, leadership, and the mental game of life. I'm your host, Coach Bob Herb. Today's quote is one that most people have heard before. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Think about entrepreneurs who leave secure jobs to start their own companies, or teachers who rewrite their curriculum because they think of a better way to reach students. Parents who move their families across the country for better opportunities is another example. They're all advancing confidently in the direction of something they believe in, even if others think they're crazy. So what does confident advancement actually look like? First, it requires clarity about your decision. Thoreau wasn't wandering aimlessly. He had a clear purpose for his experiment. Second, it demands preparation without paralysis. Confidence comes from doing the work, but you can't wait until you feel perfectly prepared for it. At some point, you have to trust your training and move forward. Third, it means accepting that the path will surprise you. Thoreau discovered outcomes and insights he never could have planned for. When you advance confidently, you open yourself up to possibilities you never imagined. And finally, it requires the courage to ignore the noise. Just like Thoreau had to disconnect from the village gossip and expectations, you have to tune out the voices that tell you to play it safe, to wait, to choose the easier path. Remember, you don't need perfect conditions to advance confidently. You just need clarity and courage. Don't forget to subscribe and tune in next time as we continue to explore the mental side of the game of life. I'm Bob Herb. Keep advancing, keep discovering, and keep trusting your direction. A, acquire an attitude of gratitude and greatness. Listen, it's easy to get cynical when everything feels uncertain, but gratitude isn't just feeling like the feeling good stuff. It's a strategic advantage grateful leaders use to get the opportunities to get out of obstacles. And when you combine gratitude with relentless pursuit of greatness, you become unstoppable, and the people in your charge will run through walls for you when they know how much you appreciate their efforts. R, respect and responsibility. Respect for your team, your competitors, for the process. And responsibility not just for wins, but for your losses too. Leaders who take responsibility create cultures where accountability can thrive. E, engage everything enthusiastically. Energy is contagious. Your enthusiasm or your lack of it sets the tone for your entire organization. Even in the messy middle, especially in the messy middle, your energy matters. C, compete with character. That's how you compete in the messy middle.
What I'm not going to do today. I'm not going to tell you to set goals or make resolutions. Because here's the truth. Most New Year's resolutions fail by February. So instead of, I want to challenge you with something different. Something that will actually stick. Something that will make you a better leader. Not just in January, but in December too. But goals without a growth mindset are like having a destination without building the vehicle to get there. So here's my challenge to you as we head into this new year. Identify one, just one sustainable growth habit and commit for the entire year. Maybe it's reading one leadership book per month. Maybe it's listening to a podcast during your commute 3 times a week. Maybe it's subscribing to a newsletter that challenges your thinking. Maybe it's dedicating 15 minutes a day to learning something new, anything. The specific habit doesn't matter as much as the commitment to consistency. Because here's what happens when you do this. You literally rewire your brain. You start seeing opportunities differently. You respond to challenges with more wisdom. You lead with more confidence and compassion. Consistency compounds. If you read just 20 pages a day, that's 7,300 pages a year, roughly 20 to 25 books. Drop a comment below and tell me what's your one growth habit could be the growth habit that changes everything for you. Now I want to give you some specific ways you can build this growth habit. And selfishly, I hope some of them involve the resources we've created here at the Care Agent channel. First, if you're a podcast person, I'd love for you to check out the Care Podcast. We release regular episodes on leadership, emotional intelligence, and building the kind of character that creates lasting impact based on the CARE framework. You can find it on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Links are right down in the description. Make it a part of your morning routine or commute. 20 minutes a week could be the growth habit that changes everything for you. Third, If you're watching this video, then you already know where to find leadership lessons regularly, right here on this channel. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We're putting out content every week on leadership, motivation, and inspiration designed to help you become the leader the world needs in 2026 and beyond. Every video is a chance to grow, to think differently, to lead better. Here's the thing, I'm not asking you to consume all of this. I'm asking you to pick one that fits your lifestyle and commit to it. The medium doesn't matter, the commitment does.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you're enjoying this content, I want to make sure you know about all the ways we can connect and grow together. First, subscribe to the Care podcast on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. There, we dive deeper into leadership principles that create lasting impact. Second, check out this YouTube channel fully for more strategies you can implement immediately. And if you want to go deeper into it, grab a copy of our book, How to Leave a Lasting Legacy Through Care. It's your roadmap to leadership that truly matters. Also, we're collaborating with the Alamo City Sports Network YouTube channel. There, they spotlight school athletic programs and leadership who are making a real difference in this community. All the links you need are right down there in the description. Let's keep building leaders who care. Now, let's get back to it. Just handle one crisis and another one's coming? Here's the 60-second secret to emotionally resetting so you don't carry the weight of every situation. In life, crises don't wait for us to recover. We go from one intense moment to the next. And if we don't reset, we carry emotional baggage that gets heavier with every single game, meeting, client, or crisis. The secret? Use the CARE framework. A quick emotional reset. C. Compete with character. Don't compare the new crisis with the last one. Remind yourself that situation's over. This is a fresh start. A. Acquire an attitude of gratitude. Find one positive to hang your hat on. Say, I showed up. I took my best shot and relied on my training. I can do hard things. R. Respect and responsibility. Release what's not yours to carry. Take 3 deep breaths and say, I did my part to the best of my abilities. I can let this go now. E. Engage everything enthusiastically. Take on that next moment with fresh energy. Shake out your hands. Roll your shoulders. Step into the next situation present and ready. Remember, you can do hard things. You don't have to carry everything. Reset between crises with the CARE framework, and you'll stay emotionally available for what's next. Which part of the CARE framework helps you reset? Comment below. Tomorrow, there's a 60-second secret to staying compassionate when you're exhausted. Be sure to hit that bell for notifications. You've got this. Feeling drained after work every day? Here's the 60-second secret to preventing burnout that most professionals never learn. We give everything to help others. Our energy, our empathy, and our time. But when we constantly pour from an empty cup, burnout isn't just possible, it's inevitable. The secret? Apply the CARE framework to yourself, not just your work. C. Compete with character. Remember, your biggest competition is yesterday's version of yourself. Commit to a 10-minute walk each day and then actually do it. Nature is one of the biggest healers. A. Acquire an attitude of gratitude. Each day, name 3 things you're grateful for. I helped someone smile today. I finished the project I started. I survived the day after starting with a flat tire. R. Respect and responsibility. Respect your limits when you're exhausted. It's okay to say, I can't take that extra shift today. E. Engage everything enthusiastically. This includes rest. Plan your day off with the same intention you bring to your work and actually enjoy your time.
You can't pour from an empty cup. Practice care on yourself first so you can continue showing up for others. Which letter of the CARE framework will you focus on today? Drop it in the comments below. Tomorrow, the secret to emotional reset between crises. Subscribe so you don't miss out. Remember, self-care isn't selfish, it's survival. Speak up in a meeting, somebody will roll their eyes. Post something on social media, somebody's uncle will write a 10-paragraph comment about why you're wrong. But guess what? They're just proving Aristotle right. If you're doing anything of value, criticism is part of the package. Now, let's tie that into the CARE framework. C, character, means having the guts to keep going even when the critics are getting loud. A, attitude, means treating criticism as feedback instead of a stop sign. R, respect and responsibility, means respecting yourself enough to take risks and owning both your mistakes and your successes. E, enthusiasm, means bringing so much energy to what you're doing that the criticism can't drain the passion that you have. Criticism is not a sign you're failing. It's often proof that you're daring enough to go out there and give it a try. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you're enjoying this content, I want to make sure you know about all the ways we can connect and grow together. First, subscribe to the CARE podcast on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. There, we dive deeper into leadership principles that create lasting impact. Second, check out this YouTube channel fully for more strategies you can implement immediately. And if you want to go deeper into it, grab a copy of our book, How to Leave a Lasting Legacy Through CARE. It's your roadmap to leadership that truly matters. Also, we're collaborating with the Alamo City Sports Network YouTube channel. There, they spotlight school athletic programs and leadership who are making a real difference in this community. All the links you need are right down there in the description. Let's keep building leaders who care. Now, let's get back to it. Build a culture of giving back. You create an incredible place to be that no one wants to leave. Because here's what's learned from those days of service. People don't just want to work for a paycheck. They want work for something that matters. They want to be part of a story bigger than themselves. They want purpose. And this is what the CARE framework is all about. When your team gives back, you're competing with character, showing that winning doesn't mean stepping on others. It means lifting others up. You acquired an attitude of gratitude and greatness on this process. Your team becomes grateful for what they have, and that gratitude fuels their drive for greatness, not just for themselves, but for the people they serve. You're practicing respect and responsibility, respecting your community, and taking the responsibility to make it a better place. You're engaging enthusiastically, bringing full energy, not just to what benefits you, but what benefits everyone. And here's the beautiful part. When you build a culture of giving back, you create an incredible place to be that no one wants to leave. Create psychological safety? Magic happens. Now, let's talk about something that keeps me up at night and should keep you up too. The foundation of empowerment is psychological safety. This is not optional. Your team needs to know they can speak up, give feedback, admit mistakes, and show vulnerability without the fear of punishment and ridicule. If your team is scared to bring you bad news, what happens? You're flying blind. Problems fester until they're catastrophic. Innovation dies because no one wants to suggest something that might fail. It's a terrible situation to be in. But when you create psychological safety, magic happens. Problems get solved early. Innovation flourishes. Your team brings you their best ideas because they trust you with them. Everyone wants to be at work and feel a part of something bigger than themselves when the atmosphere is right. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you're enjoying this content, I want to make sure you know about all the ways we can connect and grow together. First, subscribe to the Care podcast on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. There, we dive deeper into leadership principles that create lasting impact. Second, check out this YouTube channel fully for more strategies you can implement immediately. And if you want to go deeper into it, grab a copy of our book, How to Leave a Lasting Legacy Through Care. It's your roadmap to leadership that truly matters. Also, we're collaborating with the Alamo City Sports Network YouTube channel. There, they spotlight school athletic programs and leadership who are making a real difference in this community. All the links you need are right down there in the description. Let's keep building leaders who care. Now, let's get back to it. I'm your host, Coach Bob Herb. Today's quote is one you've probably seen plastered on motivational posters and social media feeds everywhere. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. Here's the key. Circumstances influence us, but they don't control us. Your genetics, your upbringing, your past mistakes, they're part of your story, but they don't write your ending. Every morning you wake up with the opportunity to decide who you're going to be that day. So what does this look like practically? First, it starts with the honest self-assessment. Who are you right now? Not what you want to be, not what others think you are. Who are you actually being through your daily choices and actions? Second, it requires a decision about who you want to become. Not a wish, not a dream, a decision. There's a difference between I hope I become more disciplined and I'm deciding to become someone who follows through on commitments right now. Third, it demands daily choices that align with that decision. You can't decide to become a leader and then avoid difficult conversations. You can't decide to become an athlete and then skip workouts when you don't feel like being there. Thanks for tuning into the Care podcast. Remember, you're not destined to become anyone except the person you decide to be. Make that decision count. Don't forget to subscribe and tune in next time as we continue to explore the mental side of the game of life. I'm Bob Herb. Keep deciding, keep becoming, and keep taking control of your story. If you sit back and wait, the world stays small. But if you search, you find. If you knock, doors open. So here's the challenge for this week. Where do you need to start knocking? Is it in practice? Asking for feedback? Is it in your career? Chasing that opportunity you've been hesitant to go after? Is it in relationships? Reaching out to reconnect with someone? Don't just stand in the hallway. Knock on the door. Listeners, we want to hear from you. What's a door that opened because you had the courage to knock? Share your story on X using hashtag CareAgents. Keep knocking. Let's celebrate persistence. Thanks for tuning into the Care podcast. Remember, doors don't open on their own. Keep searching, keep knocking, and keep stepping into new opportunities. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Continue to explore the mental side of the game of life. I'm Bob Herb. See you next time. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you're enjoying this content, I want to make sure you know about all the ways we can connect and grow together. First, subscribe to the Care podcast on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. There, we dive deeper into leadership principles that create lasting impact. Second, check out this YouTube channel fully for more strategies you can implement immediately. And if you want to go deeper into it, grab a copy of our book, How to Leave a Lasting Legacy Through Care. It's your roadmap to leadership that truly matters. Also, we're collaborating with the Alamo City Sports Network YouTube channel. There, they spotlight school athletic programs and leadership who are making a real difference in this community. All the links you need are right down there in the description. Let's keep building leaders who care. Now, let's get back to it. A little while back when I was coaching high school baseball, our school did something incredible. They created a day of service. Every team, every organization, every club, they all went out in the community to volunteer. For our baseball team, the choice was obvious. We went back to where most of the kids had fallen in love with the game, the Little League Park. We didn't just show up for a photo op, we worked. We painted dugouts, we rebuilt mounds, we planted trees, we fixed fences, whatever needed, we were doing it. And we did this for several years straight. Now you might think, that's nice, but what does painting a dugout have to do with winning ball games? Everything. It had everything to do with going undefeated in district play. Here's what happened. Those players stopped thinking of just themselves or being just a team. They became community leaders. They learned that the privilege of playing the game came with the responsibility of giving back to it. They understood that they were part of something bigger than their season, bigger than stats, bigger than their individual success. And you know what? It changed them. When you serve something bigger than yourself, you become bigger than yourself.
Now we get into the word care, we get into the letters, and that C is to compete. God gave us all these great abilities to do things. We got to go out and compete and do our absolute best within that framework. And we got to compete to be our best. So if I'm competing to do my absolute best today, my absolute best tomorrow is a little bit better. Right. And if I can, you hear a lot of people talk about that 1% better. If I could just get a little bit better every single day, now if I do go against somebody else, I'm in a better position to succeed anyway. And the message to our young people is do that consistently. So compete every single day for a long period of time, and you're going to put yourself in a great position to be successful. And I've been thinking about that a lot lately, that competing, that persistence of that over time, how important that is. And then to do that with character, to teach our young people and to everybody, hey, do your absolute best, but also do it without cheating, do it without taking shortcuts. AI is a great thing, but you got to use that the correct way. And you can't use that when you're not supposed to use it. So that's an example we give to students, obviously, but, compete, do your absolute best every single day and do it the right way. Do it with character. So that's the C. The A is your attitude, and that you go to that poem, it talks about attitude is 90% your choice. And it's so beautiful. We have the choice every single day. I like to use the example of, the shoe. The dog can pee on your shoe, and you still have the choice, though. You don't have to be pissed off about being pissed on. Even that's your choice. You could go about your day, and your shoe's a little wet. You can make jokes about it with your friends. You can talk to your friends about these cool new logos on your shoe and how awesome it is, and everybody needs to have it. And so it's still your choice. If there's bad circumstances or things are not going right, you can still choose how you live through that. And I think that's very powerful. And so the attitude of gratitude really helps that. When you're thankful about today, you're thankful for the things that you do have. Again, so many times the world tries to beat you down. They try to tell you all the things that are wrong or that you don't have or that you can't be successful. And when you have an attitude of gratitude, it says, I'm thankful. I appreciate the good things that I have. I guarantee somebody's life is probably a lot harder than yours, a lot worse off. So think about the things that you have been given. And then also through that, like we talked earlier, you have been gifted with great abilities. You really need to set high goals for yourself and work your butt off to go achieve them. Because you can do great things. Every single person can go do great things. You find your passion, you find what you're great at, and then set high goals. So that's an attitude of excellence. So that's the C and the A. We get into the R, and I think it's very important to respect others. I think if we always wait for somebody else to respect us, you could be waiting a while. And so what shows me your care for yourself is how you treat other people. And so I think it's first important to respect others and be intentional about that. And then be responsible, accept responsibility. Don't transfer blame when things aren't going well. And so, that's the R, is to respect others first and to make sure you're being responsible for your actions. And then the E, don't just be here every day, but be here every day and have that energy about you. So engage with enthusiasm every single day. Don't let a day go past that you're not truly living and showing God that you're grateful for it. So I think it's just all of those things together